It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Alongside with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Mayfield on first down. And his first look is incomplete. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bobby Okereke in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He finds some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there out of the running game.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Everybody's down in control. Let's just make plays, man.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check 43.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Keep playing hard.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
There we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by Williams. And some room to work. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Miami. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bobby Okereke racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. Bobby Okereke, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bobby Okereke, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And he's got room past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 159 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Second down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long for Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Mahomes' throw complete here to Waller.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
202 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll run now with Gaskin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. This is Gaskin on the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Crunch time, defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. On 2nd down now, it's Caldwell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's caught by Waller out left side. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Dolphins have got it.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, No
Got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Yellow.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's Gaskin. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Caldwell. He'll have a first down past the 40. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
Good job.
A big play there for Indy.
33. Night, sweetheart. Hey, check like 33.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and through. And that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, here's Foster. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Let's do this.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. The 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now before the So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that one... And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
We got him!
Mike Gesicki, 77 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
Always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Caldwell finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there on the run.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll run on 1st down. It's Caldwell powering forward, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Baby, let's go!
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Play after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bobby Okereke. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Bobby Okereke. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Colts are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And here's Rodgers to return.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Miami. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers on the return.
Let's go, fellas.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waiting. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here's Rodgers to return.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have that feeling that has to be the best. You just go out in complete control of this game here for hopefully one final possession.
And it's a culmination of preparation that began with something along the lines from the head coach of, we're going to win this weekend, and here's how we're going to get it done. And covered all the details that went into it. They practiced them. They went over them. They tweaked the game plan as the week went on. And to find it all coming together.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the run zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And they are going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Check them team.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship there. And some throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about